So just a quick update really. The last time I posted a video I was using this Bondo Spot Putty 3M kind of idea. And yeah, I put it on and it dried all right in about 20 minutes. And then I waited till late in the afternoon and I sanded it. But you know, overall, I wasn't feeling 100% happy with the whole process. Maybe it filled the cracks all right that I was aiming for. But in this particular model, these edges are really thin. And there was already some striation left from the 3D printing process. And I've not really sorted that. Even just sanding, even with coarse grit, I've really not managed to get the 3D print, you know, as smooth as I really want it to be. You know, we all want glass smooth, don't we? And it's always such a struggle to get to that final finish level. Anyway, I had some of the 3D print resin left over. This is some Spark Maker stuff that I struggled to get the right settings for. But for some reason, subconsciously, I kept it for a rainy day. So I used an ordinary kind of cheap decorator's brush, and I brushed on this grey version. I think you'll find videos anywhere that talk about any kind of 3D print resin that you can use. They're all good. And I painted it on. I already had an ultraviolet torch. Let's see if it'll come up on the iPhone. Yeah, so I've got an ultraviolet torch and I literally just painted it on and it went on really smoothly, and I just kind of played the ultraviolet torch along it for, I don't know, a count of 20 bananas or 20 seconds, which I didn't think was long enough. And yet when I just poked it with a stick afterwards, it was really hard. And I've started sanding it and it is coming up as smooth as a baby's bottom. That is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm amazed at what an effortless kind of post-finishing this has turned out to be. Sanding away at the striations in a 3D print, even though this is PLA, it's some good PLA from 3D Printworks up in Edinburgh, and it's gorgeous stuff, but it's incredibly strong, which is what I want, but also it's very resistant to sanding, and of course it'll eventually sand, but you know, how much strength and how much time have we got to sand all the surfaces on something like this? Whereas, you know, painting on some 3D resin, hitting it with the ultraviolet torch for 30 seconds, then just waiting for it to set quite well and going over it. Of course, using a mask because it does create some fine dust. But as you can see from this, it's really filling in all those little potholes and striations. The real proof of pudding, of course, will be to undercoat it. And I think I'll save that for another video, but I'm just going to excitedly carry on with the 3D resin and the ultraviolet light and some sanding for now. And the next one I'll come back with is with a bit of an undercoat and maybe sand with some 800 grit. And maybe, I don't know, maybe do it on a piece of test material and then blast it with some gloss top coat or a colour or something. But so far, I'm just so happy that I don't have to wear out my fingers and my elbows and my joints. I mean, I even used the sander, but you know, it's just too brutal really, and I was going to break the thin parts. But anyway, I'm rambling. This is the status so far.